From the roar of the crowd to the roar of the engine, this is Pit Pass.
Here's your host, Ron Fox.
Hello and thanks for joining us for another edition of Pit Pass right here on WHVL.
Well, what do you think? Do I look like a farm girl?
Well, I suppose.
Well, I actually grew up on a farm, and I read a story about one that I'd like to share with our viewers.
I think you're confused. This isn't hee-haw. What does that have to do with racing?
I think you're confused. I'm not a spoiler. You'll have to wait and see.
Well, in addition to that, here's what's coming up on this week's show. We were at Mahoning Valley Speedway on Saturday. We have highlights from the evening, including the third edition of the Triple 25s for the Modifieds.
Williams Grove was one of the few tracks to get racing in on Friday night due to rainy conditions once again.
Some of the top 410 sprint teams that normally run the Grove were at the Knoxville Nationals this week. However, that did not diminish the quality of the A Main.
Here are highlights of their 25-lap feature event.
The Red 16 of Gerald McIntyre Jr. and Ryan Taylor in the number 20 led the field to the green. It's a drag race to the line as they set up for the first turn. Taylor gets hooked up on the top side and shoots past McIntyre off the exit of turn 2 and clears the 16 as they race down the backstretch and into turn 3. But the red flag comes out for this crash before the first lap is completed. Involved were Glendon Forsyth, Dylan Sisney, Brent Marks, and Danny Dietrich. McIntyre would go pit side at this time and eventually retire for the evening. So that moves the 44 Frank Cozy to the outside of Taylor on the restart. Taylor gets the jump and leads Cozy to the stripe as we get back underway. We briefly have a 3-wide battle for 8th, with the 11 of Corey Haas emerging ahead of Chad Layton in the 7 and the 747 of Davey Sammons. The 30 of Brian Monteith started 11th, but made it into the top 5 by the 5th lap with this pass of Adam Wilt. The battle for 3rd early on would be between the 87 of Alan Crimes and the white 30 of Doug Esch. Monteith continued to charge through the field. Here he closes on Esch, while Esch works the inside of Cozy for 2nd place exiting turn 4. Esch has a spot as they complete the lap, but Cozy fought back by diving under Esch in 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, Esch gains the advantage for the runner-up spot. On the next lap, Cozy slows to avoid Taylor, who spun but continued rolling while leading the race. Taylor fell back to 6th. Wilt came to a stop and brought out the caution on lap 13 while running in the 6th spot. Esch, Monteith, Cozy, Crimes, and Taylor made up the top 5 on the restart. As they go into turn 1, Esch runs the cushion, which allows Monteith to close on the exit of 2. But Esch would hold the 21 at bay for a number of laps. With 3 laps to go, the leaders catch some traffic, which opens the door for Monteith to squeeze by Esch for the lead as they charge down the backstretch. Monteith, who has won the past 4 championships at Lincoln Speedway, would pull away from Esch to claim his 3rd win at the Grove this season. Brian, congratulations on the win. A little bit of a strange beginning there with Taylor spinning out while leading.
Yeah, you know, it's I actually didn't even know who was leading at that point. We were just trying to get through traffic and trying to keep my head so we didn't get caught up in anything.
I know you're catching Esch. Were you surprised how quickly you could get him to lap traffic? And that was quite a move.
Yeah, you know, it's on that restart, I didn't think I had anything for him. You know, we stayed that 2-3 car lengths away from him, and I was just hoping we'd get the lap traffic just try to make it a little bit more interesting. If that thing stayed green, we hit no traffic, I wouldn't be standing here.
And you started deep in the field, but you're known for running the cushion on these tacky tracks and passing quite a few cars on the outside.
Yeah, you know, I knew it was going to be a pretty quick night. Whoever get out front was, you know, just go out there in time trial, hit your marks, and be out there in the clean air. And you know, like I said, we just got lucky there on that. We got bottlenecked up there in them lap cars, and you know, I just happened to make the right move.
Of course, we see you mopping up on the competition at Lincoln, but hey, 3 wins here at Williams Grove this year, quite a season.
Yeah, you know, can't complain. It's been an up and down year, but you know, we'll keep taking the highs when they come.
Ryan Taylor rebounded from his earlier spin while leading to finish 3rd. Alan Crimes came home 4th, with Frank Cozy in 5th. At the start of the 358 Sprint Car 20-lap feature, Pole sitter Brian Garland slips off of turn 4, and Jay Galloway jumps into the lead while the 94 of Matt Mounts works on Garland as they head into the first turn of the event. Also joining the battle for second place is the 66 of Nate Hammaker. Mounts would take the position as they go through turns 3 and 4. By the time we have a caution with 7 laps in the books, Hammaker has displaced Mounts for second. On the restart, Galloway is slow to get the field up to speed. This allows him to open up the gap over Hammaker as we get back under green. Only 1 lap is completed before we have another yellow. Again, Galloway slowly brings the field to the green. And once again, he is able to pull away from Hammaker on the restart. But it would only be 1 lap later before Hammaker makes his move to the inside of Galloway to take over the top spot. Galloway then has to fend off the 44 of Rodney Westhafer and Pat Cannon in the number 3 machine. The trio would contest the runner-up position, with Westhafer and Cannon shuffling Galloway back to 4th as they go through 1 and 2. Cannon rides high, but Westhafer powers off of the turn to secure 2nd. On the last lap, Westhafer dives to the bottom of 3 and 4, but he could not prevent Nate Hammaker from becoming the division's first repeat winner of the season.
Nate, congratulations on the win. Looks like Galloway was trying to snooker you, but you had nothing of that.
Yeah, we tried to get by him there on the 1 restart and had another caution, so we had to try it again, and eventually it worked out for us.
Pretty good season. You're the first repeat winner here, but it shows there's a lot of parity in this division.
Yeah, this year's been pretty competitive with all the different winners, and I'm glad we could put it together tonight to be the first repeat.
And the 410s didn't tear up the track. It looked like it was still pretty good for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, here the past couple of times we've raced, it's been better and better for us. Usually it gets to be a 1-lane racetrack, but here lately, for some reason, it must be the track prep or something. It's just been a lot better come our feature, you know, after the 410s.
And the fans appreciate the show that you guys put on.
I'm sure they like it a lot better than watch a freight train.
Mark Smith, Pat Cannon, and Jay Galloway round out the top 5 in the 358 sprints.
It's a shame that Ryan Taylor spun out while leading the race.
Again, congratulations to Brian Monteith. From the dirt of Williams Grove, we go to the pavement of Mahoning Valley Speedway. It's the last of the triple 25s for the modifieds. Highlights when we return.
When you think golf carts, think Jake's Custom Golf Carts. With over 300 stock and lifted carts at their shop, you'll find the cart you need or have Jake's build one to your specs. Custom airbrushing, lift kits, sport shifters, rear seats. You name it, with the expertise and craftsmanship people have come to expect from Jake's. Come see for yourself why Jake's is the nation's premier golf cart provider. Jake's Golf Carts, Route 522 McVeigh Town. Online at jakesgolfcarts.com.